We're here with Ajad, Armon, and Yahida. We're asking some questions. So how has 90s TV shows impacted you as a person?
Um, I would say shows like Animaniacs, Looney Tunes really shaped my character. Like my favorite character is Bugs Bunny. He's always like a jokester and like just that's what I grew up on, just being funny and just getting a laugh at everything.
Try and speak up.
Oh, okay. So growing up, I would watch shows like Looney Tunes and Animaniacs, and what I liked about those shows is it was a lot of comedy, humor, and satire and sarcasm, and that kind of just blended into my DNA today.
All right.
For me, I think, seeing is what you believe. And so I watched a lot of SpongeBob growing up. Like the old seasons too, those are the best. So I watched a lot of SpongeBob. And then there are plenty of shows like I watched growing up that are probably from the 90s that a lot of times you kind of think like them and act like them. Like, so for example, like Disney Channel, all of them shows, they're super like over the top. Every time there's a problem, everyone's yelling at each other, like super crazy. And so a lot of times that's how you act as a kid, is that a lot of things are over the top and crazy. And I think, I just think that just whatever you entertain will entertain you, or will kind of shape you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
I
Nice.
kind of agree with both of them. I never really watched a lot of TV growing up. I was always really active outside playing and stuff. But I did watch a lot of SpongeBob growing up, and I would say I'm a big goofball. Not because of SpongeBob, but definitely like I can animate like some of the things that went on in the show just because I like that stuff.
All right.
Do you think Hey Arnold is better than Steven Universe?
Way better, man. Like, yeah, the thing with Hey Arnold is it taught you life lessons, like, and I feel like a lot of TV nowadays is just missing that. It's all for entertainment. It's all about like the colors and you know what I mean? Yeah, so spectacle. So those lessons were lost.
I don't know, man. You can't compare those shows. Those are two completely different shows. I mean,
They are.
Hey Arnold is based in like, I don't even know where it is. I assume it's like the boroughs of New York. So, that's just them dealing with everyday life as a kid. Steven Universe is about the cosmos and gems, and I don't even really like the show. But I just know it's a whole lot of craziness in comparison, and that just goes, like Josh said, that just goes to show the difference in times. You know what I mean? Hey Arnold was good enough for a 90s kid to watch, and it shows what was valued, what was entertained, what got ratings, and what didn't. Compared to now, when Steven Universe is a lot more, I'm not gonna say frivolous, but it's a lot more, yeah, it's more random. It's a lot more going on. It's more visually pleasing and simpler. But I think they both have their charm. So, yeah. But to answer the question, my personal preference is for Hey Arnold. Yeah.
I've never watched Hey Arnold, but I've watched Steven Universe. So I can't really answer this question, but from what they're saying, I'm gonna go with Hey Arnold.
Okay.
I don't like Steve Universe, Stevie Universe, whatever.
Steven.
Steven Universe. I don't like none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's really
I
not,
watched
bro.
the cooking
It's like the
show.
same demographic.
I grew up watching cooking shows. Pretty much loser.
You grew up watching cooking shows?
Yeah, with my dad.
Watching
Like barbecue,
Martha Stewart?
but yeah, like some crazy like.
You was watching,
All right.
what's her name?
Yeah.
Ray something?
Rachel Ray?
Oh, Rachel Ray. Rachel Ray. You know you have a crush on her. I used to think Rachel Ray was bad when I was a kid. I used to think Rachel Ray was
Next
bad.
question.
Oh, no. Let's go off topic.
We'll edit that out.
Hey,
Edit that out.
Man, I'm gonna give y'all me. That's
Which TV show do you wish they can bring back from the 90s?
That's So Raven.
Ah.
Why?
What was that?
I don't know if
from
that,
90s?
nah, that's early 2000s.
That's early
Yeah,
2000s.
Yeah.
I'm going Proud Family, man. Bring that back.
Ooh.
Proud Family.
I'm with
Never
you,
watched
man.
it.
You with me, but always.
Wow.
I'm with you. Hey, stick on the head.
Yeah, I'm with
Never
you.
seen it.
Bring back the Proud Family, man. Show us, you know what I mean? Show us that positivity, man. Show us the family unit.
Is that a good show?
Proud Family was dope.
Yes, yeah. I'm going with the Proud Family, dog.
I'll look it up.
Most definitely.
Nice. Do you think 90s shows had a bigger impact on society or the TV shows today? Do you think 90s shows had a bigger impact on society or TV shows today?
Yeah, definitely in the 90s. lot of the shows in the 90s were about the time, and it was in context with that generation. Yeah. So definitely. So like again, I'm just reiterating that there's so many different little aspects of like society and like just culture that were brought to the forefront in the 90s. But now it's all for ratings, like what Roy said, and entertainment.
I think, I mean, when you want to talk about iconic, time will tell. You know what I mean? So I think the 90s have been around for longer, but I also think the shows were better in terms of quality. But I think whichever generation was exposed to that show, that's who it's gonna affect. Like I don't have, for example, I don't really care about like the Thundercats. You know what I mean? That's my dad's generation. I don't care about Thundercats, but that has an effect on his life. Just like how SpongeBob will mean more to me than my kids, and just like how the Pink Panther means more to the previous generations and like Care Bears and all those early 80s or late 80s, early 90s shows. So it just depends on who was exposed to it. Now I think what the problem is, or the question is, what is it that's being imposed upon these kids that are watching the show? Like Steven Universe doesn't really talk about that. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure there's probably some good shows that are still around. Probably not many, but I think the most important thing is just teaching these kids a lesson and whatever, and giving them gems, no pun intended, if you will, in every which way we can. Yeah.
I agree with both of them. Yeah.
What was your favorite TV show or movie from the 90s?
90s, Dragon Ball Z.
All right.
Yeah, because just how tough they were and like that warrior mentality, that really just it did me a lot of good in sports. It just made me very competitive, fierce. So yeah,
He's
Dragon
dying.
Ball Z is one of my favorites.
We're not editing that.
Hey, bro, it's all good.
You're keeping that in.
I know what I'm doing. Honestly, I'd go Dragon Ball Z too. I mean, I'm a big anime fan, and so and I have been since I was a kid, and it all started with Dragon Ball Z. So
Same.
When I really think about it, I think Dragon Ball Z is probably one of my favorites. Even though Dragon Ball Z is actually really old. It's really from like the late 80s. But regardless, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with DBZ for sure. My man, Kakarot.
Yeah, I just never really watched TV, so I can't really relate to this question. And I watch TV now, though, so if you have anything about now, I can let you know.
Which one do you think? The question was, which one do you think impacts society more?
No,
What was their favorite? So
I forgot which one we're on.
My favorite one now? I do watch anime now, and I think that's all what I've been on. I go on, like, my little websites and watch my stuff. I'm watching One Piece. I'm trying to get through all of it. Yeah, I got a long way to go, but I watch, like, Samurai Champloo and, like, a lot of different stuff, so that's my now. But I can't really say I watched it back in the day when it was coming out, because I didn't. I watched it now. So.
That's cool. All right.
Which 90s TV show or movie do you wish you could have been in?
I wish I could have been in Blade.
What?
I wish I was Wesley Snipes.
My man Wesley.
Oh me, man, that movie was ill. Yeah, definitely Blade, man.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
I don't know, bro. I mean, there's so many iconic black movies that came up out of the 90s. So really, if I had to pick one,
It's Friday night.
yeah,
Definitely check it
I don't even know, man. And I'm kind of drawing.
You want to be in Friday?
I feel like he
All
would
right.
be on Friday.
out. I'd be Friday. Probably all be Friday.
Could have been Friday.
Replace Chris Tucker?
Yeah, in the chicken coop.
What's up? Smokey.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to that one.
Oh, I said Friday.
Oh, Friday?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you prefer 90s TV shows or today's TV shows?
Ah, man, I'm an old soul, man. So I'm just gonna go with the 90s. They just resonate with me so much more. It's the wisdom that I picked up from those shows.
All right.
It's funny. I'm an old soul as well, but I also, I don't know. I dabble in a little bit of both. So, if I had to pick and choose, I think I would take like the early seasons of SpongeBob from the 90s, early 2000s. But then I'll probably take like, what do I like? I like, dang, I'm trying to think. There's some cartoon shows I just love.
Sorry.
I would take like Chowder and
What's
you know,
that?
there's Chowder, Adventure Time was straight, regular show. I take
Yeah.
I take a few here and there because there was still some gems going up. So yeah, I think really I just gotta look at a list and just pick and pull. So I don't really have to say both.
All right. I'm gonna keep one from right now that I liked on Cartoon Network. It's a little weird, but the Misadventures of Flapjack.
Yeah, I remember that one.
You're a troubled soul, bro. You're a troubled
I love
spirit.
that show.
I mean, like
Yeah.
Amazing World of
I remember that
Gumball.
one.
Amazing World of Gumball. That's the show too. Amazing World
Yeah.
of Gumball is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That show goes
That
crazy.
show's
awesome.
That show goes.
That one confused the hell out of me.
That show's funny.
Amazing World of Gumball is actually funny.
I guess it just depends on my mood. Yeah, really. I like some days from Sassy I'll watch some Kardashians, and some days
Okay.
I'll watch a cooking show. Most days, honestly. But yeah, it just depends how I feel.
I watched one episode of the Kardashians in my life,
How'd you
and
like
I
it?
regretted it.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Depends on what season.
It's honestly pretty terrible. It's just very, very humorous. It's
You're just
funny.
like you just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what the hell's going on in their life? Like,
You got the middle-aged housewife.
You would think that they
You
would
watch
not-
cooking shows and
and like
Kardashians.
real Housewives type of shit.
I think they broke
You probably
Kanye.
watch Home
He
Improvement.
was on the Food
I
Network.
do. I like
Kanye
Home
don't be in
Improvement.
this show. He be leaving.
Whatever.
I
like
don't
this
blame
stuff.
him. I will leave too.
Alright. Which TV show today do you think are better than the 90s TV shows?
Ooh.
I think it's good.
Start giving the old shows run for their money.
Right now, HBO's coming up with a lot of shows. Like, you talking cartoons, you talking like shows.
No, just like shows like any show.
Crazy now.
Right now, HBO and Prime Video right now. What's a good one? Have y'all ever seen Tyrant?
No.
No. It's just about like
Erase the bill.
Tyrant is about the Middle East and basically like a foreign dictator and how he's involved in the oil trade and just how like that world is in terms of like political and economic power. You get to see that
Okay,
dramatized.
interesting.
Yeah, so that's a show.
Not what I was expecting, but interesting.
For some reason, I got like focused on cartoons, but you know what? Wildin' Out. That's my show. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
Wildin' Out. That show is classic. That's a show. If I could pick any show to be on, it would be Wildin' Out.
Oh.
But
That's real. That's a good show.
moreover, I just think I lost my train of thought actually. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Wildin' Out. Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Flavor of Love?
Flavor.
It's on Hulu right now. The first
No.
season you can catch it. So that I just rewatched it, and I rewatched it maybe like 2 years ago. It's a good one. It's on Hulu. You won't catch it for long. Flavor of Love. Everyone's on it. It's a great show.
Bro, who raised you?
MTV did clearly.
I swear, it feels like you're advertising for them right now.
I know.
It feels like you're advertising.
Yeah, it's a good show. Maybe.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Alright. Who is your favorite character from 90s TV show and from a TV show today? Favorite character.
My favorite character from the 90s TV show that I talked about earlier, Dragon Ball Z, was Piccolo. That was one of my favorite characters from back then. And then nowadays, I'm trying to think. I don't really watch TV like that. But I'm watching a new series called Snowfall, and it has to do with
Oh, I know this one.
it has to do with like the Iran-Contra scandal, like for example, like how the government and how like a militia was dealing with the government in terms of like drug trafficking,
Mhm.
and there's a main character on there who's a black man and just plays the role so well. So I'm gonna have to go with Snowfall. His name is Franklin from Snowfall, and you guys should check that out.
Favorite character from the 90s? I'm gonna have to go with the Fresh Prince, my man Will Smith.
Yeah,
He's iconic, and
definitely.
I caught a lot of him. That was one of the 90s shows I really got to watch. I didn't really get to watch Martin growing up. I just saw, reruns and stuff nowadays in recent.
Yeah, I watch the show all the time when it's on. It's a good show.
But Fresh Prince, I saw.
It's
I watched
over
a lot
top,
of it
but-
on Nick at Night. So
Yeah.
I kind of watched them to sleep. So I'm gonna have to go with my man Fresh Prince. Yeah, from today. Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't watch it on TV, but I'm gonna just go with off the dome. I'm gonna just say Zorro of One Piece. This doesn't really count. This doesn't really apply, but I'm gonna just go with him because that's really all I can think of
That's a
at the
good
moment.
character.
So yeah, he is.
That's
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
I would have
All
to
right.
go Luffy then. He's gonna go Zoro.
This is the second person to pick Luffy so far.
Really?
Yes.
You said what?
Second person to pick Luffy.
Oh,
We only
really?
did one other interview besides his, but only the second person to pick
They
Luffy.
said One Piece.
Yeah, they said
And then
One
I would
Piece.
do that's a Raven, Raven's Run. I mean, that's not really now, but I can't stop obsessing over that show. I just love that show.
No, I agree with you. Like,
It was a good show. I don't know why.
no, like she was psychic.
Yeah.
That was like super cool. Like,
Yeah, they
you
were
know what I mean?
Positive black image.
And then they made a new show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they Raven's Home. Yeah, with their son. Their son's psychic now.
It's
It ain't
okay.
it.
Yeah, I don't watch it, but like I saw the commercials
It
for
could
it.
be better.
Yeah.
Nobody cares, Booger.
They're making it more of a singing show, which
Oh yeah, they do be in there singing.
They-
Yeah. I saw one about pie, and I was like, bro. But really, it was like pie was like an analogy or like a metaphor for pie. And so she was talking about like if the son, like basically, if her son doesn't play and he was trash at basketball,
oh yeah, that
she wasn't gonna let the coach get some pie, eat some pie. So y'all see what I'm saying? And then, yeah, this is a song on Disney Channel. Like they did this, and I was like, wow. All right, y'all.
they're making all these Disney
Wow.
shows singing shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a musical now.
Yeah, I want to
Which-
get all
which
that. Okay, the only musical was High School Musical.
Mom
Yeah.
didn't.
That's how you track it.
Dude, I love that like movie when I was a kid.
Oh, High School Musical?
Yeah.
High School Musical was tough.
No.
High School Musical was tough. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
It had you
Like-
feel a feeling.
I swear.
It's like, why is she leaving?
Songs
I
were
know.
catchy, bro. They were catchy.
Like I love that shit like all the way up to like right when high school started.
We gotta make like a High School Musical 5 series.
I got to move on. I see.
Oh, when
They gotta
they
make a
like,
four.
Like
Oh,
adults,
They
yeah.
gotta make a 4 first.
they need to bring back Sweet
That's
Life
true.
of Zack and Cody.
Nah, they good. They already they made Zack and Cody.
Yeah,
They made
on
a
Sweet,
rerun.
they made the on Ship Life, the ship one.
Yeah, the ship.
Yeah, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
They done.
What is it called?
Sweet Life on
Sweet Life
Deck?
on
On
Deck.
Deck, Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, that was a good one. I watched that more than the one where they were in the
Oh,
hotel.
me, Sweet Life on Deck was tough.
Zach,
Yeah.
Zach was back. You know what I mean?
This is that interview. It's like we've been out here for a while.
We didn't have to answer all the questions.
We're back about a break.
I
We're
would
just
say
saying
different
so
90s
long.
TV show has inspired you growing up.
Inspired people.
I'm gonna go with Goku just because he's always persevering, man. He always comes out with the dub, and he's always breaking his limits and just pushing through. And he's very hardworking, so he
True.
has a goal and he's set to it. Like really, when you really think about it, it's I mean, of course, it's fantasy, but like just the principle is that he has a goal and his conviction is what drives him. So it's very if you can find something that drives you in life, then you've already won half the battle. You know?
Does this have to be for TV or is this be in the 90s? Yeah, alright. Somebody that inspired me. I would say Spike Lee.
Spike Lee?
His genius. And just the way how he would use like people within his neighborhood and people around him within his movies. Just the man was just a minimalist, and that's what
Yeah.
I try to emulate. That's what I like. I like the minimalism from Spike Lee, and that's someone who always inspired me from the 90s, who still inspired me today.
There's never been a bad Spike Lee movie that I've watched. I think everyone's seen it.
I didn't watch that Klansman movie yet.
Black
Oh, that's a
Klansman.
fucking great movie.
It's okay.
I haven't got to see it yet.
Okay, it was kind of pointless.
The Black Klansman.
I didn't love it, but I was like, dude,
I feel you.
it's so intense. I was like, fuck.
He
I was
never-
sitting in my chair like, oh, fuck with me.
I gotta see it now. After that. Seriously, you'd make a great advertiser.
Wait, what show is it?
The Spike Lee movie where he's the Black Klansman.
Huh?
Klansman,
Oh, I never seen it.
the first black cop in Colorado. I
Oh,
believe.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, and then he like goes undercover to investigate KKK members.
That's actually Denzel's son. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, little fine ass
Oh,
man.
wait.
Mhm.
Okay.
One of the goats. That's Denzel.
All right, thank y'all for your time.
A jock just looks like. I don't
Oh,
know.
you know what's funny? Now I think about it, I don't know if you cut it off, but I actually very like black actors that inspire me because I'm an entertainer. Denzel Washington, that man is very he's a goat. He's one of the goats, one of the greats. Jamie Foxx, he's up there too. Will Smith, of course. Maybe not as much. I expect Fresh Prince, but and then Wesley Snipes. Yeah, Wesley Snipes is one of the gods. And then of course there's so many others. Eddie Murphy. You can
Yeah.
black entertainment and black entertainers kind of ruled the 90s in a way in terms of icons. So yeah, there's quite a few you can name off, but I think just black actors in the 90s is definitely leave an imprint on me for sure. Yeah.
I like how none of y'all said Martin.
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't watch Martin.
Yeah.
Didn't?
He mentioned him
I
at
did.
some point, but
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one said Friends or anything. No one mentioned
Nobody
Friends.
said what?
No one mentioned Friends.
Friends?
Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
I'm black.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know damn.
Bro, I
I
watched
watched
Friends.
Friends.
Nobody
told you life was good.
Every time the song came up, next.
Stop playing.
I was at least expecting some
I'm
mention.
like, damn, I gotta wait a whole